Hello. Hello, hello. How are we doing? One drunk man. Hello. Good day. Good evening. Mason, Step Diego, I need your help. I don't know how to unsub. I'm stuck and I need your help. There's a subscriptions page that you can go to and menus that you can click. Thank you so much for the resub, Mason. Thank you so much for the 3 months. You know you can get your sticker, by the way. Exclamation stickers for 3 months. Man Proton, hello. JCray32, hello. Lana, hello. Gandalf the Great Ass. A+ username, hello. Lotuseal Ilgene, hello. Ryotaro. When's the free Kage giveaway? Peaches, hey. Jin, hello. Justin, Lightning in full HD, kinda. Andy, Opsmage, Nachos, little wireless audio. Yeah, wireless audio today. Hopefully the next time I check my mail, there's a sticker in there. Oh, hopefully. I did do a drop off a couple days ago, so. Say Kage in a really deep voice. Kage. Kage. Like that? Facepalm of Glory, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Kage. Tonight, we build the Kage. From hand and Monokei. Anyway, that's what we'll be doing tonight. Razor Huntsman or Kage? Oh, Razor Huntsman, easy clap. Or actually, even better, Logitech Roamer G. A+. Oh my Dekai Kage-san. Oh. Kage-san does a lot of exercise, okay? So Kage sales going down? Yeah, I know. Stream today is prime day for me to bring down the sales for Kage. Killer Deathmat? It's pretty nice. This is the KLC's Rubber Hose Rubber Jose the off card Deathmat. This is the smooth version. Nice step control. Oh yeah, this one does have a step control. Mr. Kupo, hello. HKB Blackbird, indeed. The Cage is that Squid Game board, right? Yeah. Do you guys see my Instagram story? I totally overcame my boomer moment. And, you know, actually made a post on Insta with music that was relevant and current. I'm so caught up with the mainstream. You produced the shit out of that story. Oh, okay, that's a boomer moment for sure. No, actually, I did it on purpose. Alright. So, I have two things. I have two thingies. Zoomer Lightning, I know. But you so not a boomer? I'm just joking. I have a box to unbox. So this one comes from a small business. Thank you for supporting our small business. Can you guess what this might be? Lightning is such a cutie. Oh, come on. Thank you so much for the follow, Angry Chicken. Welcome. Sodi? Oh, god damn it. Don't ruin it. Yes. It is indeed a Sodi cap. I finally won a sale for a Pilgrim. It comes with Haichu. Ooh, these are both excellent flavors. Green apple and strawberry. Sheesh! It's my first Pilgrim from Sodi Caps. I've been entering Pilgrim sales for a while, And I finally got one. This is my first Pilgrim. And let me show you what it looks like. It's a Halloween themed Hemolacria Pilgrim. What's wrong with Diego? He has gone full zoomer today? I know. Pretty cool though. Pretty dope. I'm happy for this win. That's a solid 6 out of 7. I would say it might lack a little bit of 2%. All right, time to eat this as we open up the Kage bag or the kaban. Oh, for those who have not seen, this is a medium-sized kaban from Monokei. So this will be fitting Alice layout boards. It's going to fit TKLs, 75%, and similarly sized stuff. Diego is gone. The Ego has taken over. Poggers indeed. It's a pretty nice bag, to be honest. I do like it a lot. One thing I do like is how this kind of looks like a bag. Like, ooh. Like, it's kind of nice that the pads are pretty thick. But more importantly, I find it interesting that this is maybe the only bag that I've seen so far that has like a shallower top and a thicker bottom. Shows the insides of the case. Is it plastic hard or just padded? This is like a fabric. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, but here where it stretches a little, you can see that it's like a fabric. It's like a fabric, but the inside has padded like hard foam, I think. Actually, well, I don't know. But basically it's fabric surrounding this thing, but this is a hard case for sure. What is that mark? I think it's probably where they put the fabric together. Probably it's like the anchor point for this. I don't know what it is though. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, it's a case, who cares? The whole point is that if you throw it, your stuff in there will be fine. Alright, so we open the bag. This is what it looks like. Drop test the Kage. I'll drop test the Kage in the Kaban, but not the Kage. So it has a nice lined pocket over here. You know, it's stitched on this side. And this side. You can open it like that. And here you have, here we have feet, bump-ons rather. Here we have our PCB. And so this is the piece of foam that goes in there. But yeah, this part is still relatively thick. Like, I'm not sure if you can see, but it's like yay thick. So decent amount of padding there. And then we have our PCB, which I'll actually open up. Looks good for a $20 upgrade, yeah, for sure. Well, like if you're already getting a board, it is a good upgrade to do, I think. And here is the PCB, designed by Kopi Bang, which I believe someone said it means iced coffee or cold coffee. Bang, which means cold, and kopi, which is coffee, I assume. But yeah, in Kota Kinabalu, Malaysia. Bang is ice. Bang is ice. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh right. Like peeing, like in Korean or in Chinese. But yeah. Pretty cool. Has the hand engineering Monokei and I assume the logo from Kopi Bang. And as you can see, it supports ISO layout, supports stepped and regular caps lock, supports Win key and Win keyless, And this is basically the equivalent of an H88 or a F13 TKL layout. So as you can see, and it also supports LEDs on scroll lock, caps lock, and nowhere else. Yeah. And so here's the back, has RGB LEDs soldered on as well. There's a reset button at the bottom right, basically near the arrow cluster. Yeah. Diego is our multicultural pronunciation specialist. I suppose so, rather. I think someone said something about like the Mary C. 65, and like they're like, oh, you're the first person who ever pronounces that right. We have some 205 from Monokei for stabs. We have some Durock stabs. I think these are Durock V1s. No O-ring. Oh, I wrote a note that says no O-ring pillars. And then the 4 to 5 screws, I think it was just like the thing from Nathan's stream, but it's irrelevant. Basically no O-ring for today's build because there's no pillars for it. There's no actual physical support for the O-ring. Which is sad, but it is what it is. Here we have our switches. These are MX Blacks with 55 gram springs, 205 grade 0 for lube, and TX films. Good old smooth MX Blacks with 5 pins. And here we have our board. Alright, so just so you guys can see the internals of the Kaban 2 though, it has quite a bit of foam. It has a hard foam, and then it has more foam here that you can also piece apart. And then you have more foam that you can piece apart, and extra things of foam that you can remove as well. And then the Velcro straps with which you can secure your keyboard. So pretty adjustable, right? Like it's pretty modular. So you can adjust, like you can accommodate several different sizes, and it has a good amount of padding. Alright, so as you can obviously see through the bag, we have a silver and X Monokei Kage. Also, let me open up here program so I can see what you guys are, if you guys have any questions and stuff. If you have questions, make sure to mention me, like mention my username or something. It'll be easier for me to see what you're saying if you have specific questions. Otherwise, it's a little harder to catch it, so just FYI. Alright, so here's our keyboard. Here's our silver board. As you can see, there's quite a bit of light in this room because I do have a very strong softbox. Yeah, softbox here, you know, next to me over there. So pretty bright in my room, but it is a silver color, you know, very pleasant silver. Silver always looks so nice. Yeah, it does. And as you can see, the little bump for the USB port is a little bit, well, no, noticeable. It's much more noticeable on Alu than on Polycarb. I did watch Mr. Nathan Kim's stream as well. Not all of it, but just a few of the highlights for myself. But yeah, and then this is the front. The front, as you can see, has a... Damn, come on, focus camera, focus. There we go. Has a bit of a lip. Who? No. And here is the side. The side. Look at that smooth curve coming from the bottom. So I have to be very honest with you. This curve is so smooth. It's actually really cool. Like in person, this, like, it's really nicely done. The lines are just really clean. The line comes all the way down from here at the bottom. And like, actually, you can see that this part is actually flat, and then it goes up like a little hill, and then as it goes up, it forms that bottom curve, ledge, whatever you want to call it, and the weight also does that. So pretty cool. There you have our hand and Monokei logos. Let's see, do you have a scale to weight before and after being built? I do, yes, I do. Monokei Kaban versus TX bag. I like both. I say go for whichever option is more accessible to you. Both are going to keep your keyboard secure, so it fulfills the purpose of the bag. So I think go for whatever is accessible to you. What's the front height? I don't know yet. I think someone mentioned it in the Discord, right? Someone's talking about the front height. I don't know how much that was. Colors a little washed out. Are they? Are the colors washed out? Do you guys think so? There's a lot of colors around here, so you could probably figure out yourself. Alright. Let's got a scale here for... This is for my mail, like whenever I have to send stuff. This can support all the way up to 50 pounds. So here we have our scale. Alright, the board weighs pretty much exactly 5 pounds. It's 4 pounds and 15.7 ounces, but that is the equivalent of basically 5 pounds. 5 pounds means that's going to be 454 grams times 5, which amounts to 2,260 grams, or basically 2.25 kilograms. I did the thing. Frost Witch? Oh, we're gonna match Mr. Nathan today. We're gonna do Frost Witch and Frost Witch. No more Frost Witch. Are there cutouts for the feet? It slipped off during Nathan's stream. Let me see. Cutout for the feet. Oh, it does not. Not the prototype, at least. Has there been any mention from Mr. Lewis that there will be cutouts? I actually don't know. Is it smoother than your pickup lines? It's a bit odd that it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom. Let's see. 19.02 front height. I see. Have you experienced yellowing in any of your polycarb keyboards? No. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat. Wait, Denim then? GMK Denim? Artemi, hello. Where do you get your SpongeBob keycaps? I got it from a friend. CRP will look amazing on this. I mean, yeah, beige looks great. Alright, sorry, just catching up. Alright, caught up. Alright, yeah, so this weighs about 2.2 kilograms, right? That's what I said. 2.2 kilograms for the board. 5 pounds. So, and as you can see, we have an alu plate. Actually, we need to take it out, so let's actually open up the case. Curious how this will feel with the alu plate. Felt Nathan's with the PC plate at the meetup today and felt lovely. Oh, you went to the meetup! The NK meetup? How was it? Elf Kingdom, tell me more. How was the Novel Keys meetup today? That's awesome. I really wanted to go. Really wanted to go to the Novel Keys meetup. I'm really sad that I was pretty much not able to. But that's it. Here we are though. If I had gone, you would not have stream. But yeah, I really wanted to attend. I've been really wanting to visit Mr. Big Mike and the Novel Keys team. It was dope. My first keyboard meetup. Really great experience. Ooh, congrats. And also, I'm glad that you had a good time. That's sick. I want to go to a meetup in general. I highly suggest you attend the meetup. They're awesome. They're great. I love meetups. I would say meetups are probably the, like, if I had to rank my top things about being in the keyboard hobby in general, top 3 is easily meetups. Like, in the top 3. Like, obviously, I think just like the keyboards and the building in general, like, it's like one of the top 3 as well. And then like the friends, and then just meetups in general, I would say. Bueno, thank you so much for the 9 months, buddy. Imagine meeting people. I guess if you're afraid of meeting people, then yeah, don't go. Super nice people, need boards. Go because I live 1.5 hours from West Virginia. Very nice. Was hoping someone will stream the meetup, but didn't see anything. Yeah, unfortunately, the bandwidth to stream at places like a meetup is actually, yeah, pretty difficult to get that going. I mean, you could try with your phone, but I don't know how effective it is. There were some like like people doing like Instagram stories and stuff, like documenting some of it. Alright, so here's the top piece. As you can see, the top piece is basically a frame that goes around the whole board, so it's like seamless. So here's the top. It's basically just a nice rectangle with a front ledge. Nice box with a front ledge, rather. And the allo plate is attached to the top. There will probably be a Teja Typer vlog. Yeah, there will probably be a video log for sure. Thoughts on Beastar so far? I've watched maybe like 6 episodes, I think. So far, okay. I'm still kind of like getting the hang of it. Like, I'm not sure I like any of the characters just yet. And it also reminds me of like some other shows that I've seen. But it's alright so far. I wouldn't say like, oh, it's amazing. I think it's just alright. It's like typical school drama sort of plot. So I was like, Anyway. Yeah, I guess if you want to see the plate up close, that's the attachment points. Basically, they're little tabs and the screws just go through them. Up there and down there. There's the blockers right there. Alright, let's take out the plate first. Wish I had a spare 600 lying around right now. Don't we all? Case and plate screws team take the same bit size? No, they don't actually. They have actually a different bit size. The plate bit size is actually bigger than the case bit size. So I think we have basically M2.5 and then M2. Is that right? Yeah. Where's the suave blue guy? Hope it doesn't ship with the plate attached to the top case, since we're going to have to take it out anyway. Normally it ships with the top plate attached to the case, because the reason why that is because they probably have to test the screw holes and stuff, and it becomes like they leave it attached. Pretty sure, I think, but you could probably prove me wrong, because I haven't seen recent shipments from Monokei, so I can't tell you. But I feel like it's very likely that it will be attached, because when they do QC, they also like try putting the plates on and whatnot. The house, the top mount screws were the largest, and the case screws were also different sizes. The ones on the back were smaller than the ones in the front of the keyboard. I see. Alright, so here is the plate. Well, the right side up would be this way. As you can see, there is the house. I mean, the Squid Game. I mean, the geometric figures. Here's the, but yeah, there's the cutouts. It's pretty much, the plate is actually ANSI fixed. well, relatively actually. This one does support split. This one does support split, but the anti-enter at least is like that. It is when keyless fixed, however, so 7U when keyless fixed, and step caps lock is supported as well. And that's about it. Yeah, I assume if you use ISO, you would have to get a. Ooh, actually. Oh, the PCB does support ISO, but if you wanted ISO, you would have to get a separate plate cut for it. Modify the plate and then get it cut for yourself. Yeah, the PCB does support ISO. I saw that just now. Alright, so y'all want to see how the weight is attached as well? How am I supposed to use 6.25U bottom row? It's like shift and split backspace. Soft blue is my favorite color. I hope their next Monokei friends is a 60% on Alice. Original planning on getting this was lucky and managed to get the cloud line, so we'll probably pass on this unfortunately. Oh, how poor you, Saint Arts Flow. You want a keyboard that you also wanted? I mean, you want a keyboard that you also wanted? Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad about it. Oh my god. Cry me a river. This guy. Look at this guy. Jeez. I'm so sad for you. Oh my god, poor baby. Oh, before I open the weight part, I'll just show you the bottom. Kage means shadow. Yeah, this is all according to Keikaku, and according to the translator, Keikaku means plan. And I suppose Kage also means shadow. Alright, so they're just engravings, very simple. The interior is just very simple. It's just, right now this is the prototype. If you want to use the O-ring, this will probably change. So this is a prototype. So by the time you get the production unit will likely have little semicircular pillars. And those semicircular pillars will allow you to use the O-ring, because the O-ring will be sitting on those. So where those would go, for example, those pillars would be right here. So if the PCB is sitting like that, there's pillars going to be here, 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 and here. Basically, wherever there's these semicircular cutouts on the PCB is where the pillars for the O-ring are going to be, you know, machined as part of the case. Environmentally friendly interior. I guess less easier cutting. I learned that from Ghost of Tsushima. You can name your horse Kage. Interesting. Yo, great ice drake. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Anyway, oh, let me show you the bottom just by itself. So the bottom just by itself is like this. You can see that the screws are right at the edge of the bottom. Just dust, I think. Oh, there's actually a little ding there, but yeah. And we can actually take out the weight if you wanted to see it. I was about to do that. Just relaxing with a dope stream? Nice! I hope you're having an excellent Saturday night, my friend. It's good to see you. And with that guy, got a dub on Cloudline and have to pass on the Kage. Oh, poor you, Mayhem. Tragedy. Alright, so there comes off the bottom piece weights. So it's just cut out for it, attached with 4 screws. And here is the weight. Look at that. Look at how this is cut. Sheesh! Yeah, no. This is buzzing. Sheesh! Alright. Let's weigh it actually. I'm kind of curious. Just the weight alone. I hate you? I know. I know you hate me, Soren. Alright, just the weight alone weighs... it weighs 1,472 grams, which is equivalent... This weighs... How much is that? 2/3 of the board is the weight. 2/3 of the keyboard is the weight. No big deal. This frame is only 1/3 of the total weight of this keyboard. I cringed? I know. I'm like that. Freedom units? I mean, yeah, sure. You can convert that to freedom units if you want. It's gonna be, yeah, 3 pounds and 4 ounces-ish. But yeah. Only 1 pound and 8 ounces. 1.5 pounds. Which is 700 grams for the case alone, without the weight on. Anyway, let's put it back together, at least just this part. I like how it's 700 grams on the dot. Yeah, I know, right? It's pretty funny coincidence. How much does your HHKB weigh? I don't know. I don't remember. I would have to go get the HKB, but yeah. Does somebody have a HKB and a scale handy, by any chance? You could look it up. I feel like it's maybe listed on the website or something. HKBs don't weigh too much though. Alright, so there's the bottom piece. Oh, I assume these bump-ons were just sent to show it just in case. Oh, I guess just in case they fall off, there's a few extra here. I see. Very mindful of Monokei. What makes the Kage $200 more expensive than Mr. Suit? My friend, you have very complex thought to be making such statements. You need to simplify your mind, my friend. Oh wait, Nacho, I missed it, but should I order a burger? Yes, always yes. Always get a burger. If you're craving a burger, get the burger. Now. Are you a mod? Yes, I actually am. Simplify your mind, open your wallet. Sorry, that's not the right wire. Okay, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, okay. Everything we need. Do you have a choice of play for the build? No. No, I did not have a choice for any of this. I was just sent the board and was told, please build it for us. This is when the group buy is gonna happen. That's about it. Very simple. Beaming forced it onto lining. Yeah, poor me. I cry. Lightning, do you get Dalco 955 Mini as well. I did not get a 959 Mini, unfortunately. Pretty cool board. It's actually a very pretty board. I've seen one in person. I saw like one of the GT, I think it was, in person. Yeffy had it for a while. HHKB Pro 2 stock right here, 500 grams. Oh, right on the dot. Cool. It's copper and zinc, not copper and tin. Did you pick the MX Blacks though? Actually, Beaming Robot picked the MX Blacks. He sent the switches. Yeah. Monokei is quite simply expensive, but you also get a great quality product in return. I would agree that you do get a very quality product. I think the expenses probably come from, well, being a business, probably, you know, and things cost money to make, I imagine. Any paycheck avail? Tell me about it. Once you go black. Cost comes from sheesh factor on the weight. Yeah. Mr. Suit round 2, just order the layout you don't want. Yeah, that mess up was quite unfortunate, right? The Winkeyless Winkey mess up. I guess that's why you see so many of them being sold, huh? On like Mech Market. The real answer about Owl Lab is similar how Geon can offer a great value. They own their production. Oh, Owl Lab owns their production? I see. That's something I actually was not very aware of. Just because I don't know too much about Owl Lab. I unfortunately have not yet built any Owl Lab keyboards, so I don't know. I will be building a Mr. Suit at some point though. I'll tell you that much. Maybe in a couple weeks I'll be building one, like in 2 weeks from today, maybe. Maybe less, actually. Might be sooner than that. Geon doesn't make frogs in-house anymore. W1 won't be made in-house either. Oh. Huh. TIL. But I guess that might make more sense. Because, well, Geon does own production. However, they probably also have other contracts to work on. Keyboard not being the only thing to do. Excuse me. Geon did F2 in-house fully, I believe. I see. Maybe that was before the shift. I wouldn't know though. I'm not very in tune with all those news. Geon is now manufacturing refrigerator kits. Huh. Cool. Well, I mean, I'm sure he has clientele and contracts that are, you know, in different parts of, you know, different industries and all kinds of, you know, other things, commercial products and whatnot, right? So definitely much bigger than keyboards, I imagine. Big corporations and whatnot. Wait, Diego. Are you saying businesses deserve to be profitable? How dare you suggest they be sustainable rather than operate at a loss for the customer? Oh my god! Yeah, how dare they make money? Ugh, feeding a family? The worst! You're basically stealing food from people. Wait, I have to feed my kids? Oh no. This might take a dark turn. Making money in capitalism. Just let someone else feed them for you? Yo, Moon Operator, hello. Thank God I don't have kids. I don't either, so here we are. Well addicted to keyboards and resin and keycaps and nowadays I suppose Diablo 2. I started playing Diablo 2 and it's a big time sink. Good night, Soran. Have a good night. It is very late for you, so take it easy, buddy. Rest up. I don't get why Jeff Bezos doesn't have more money. Gosh, he shouldn't be just be in space. He should be on the moon. Yeah, he could be a moon operator. Monokei is preventing me from feeding my kids because their keyboards are too expensive. Then priorities. Are keyboard manufacturers non-profit? Olive shavings and machine milk, perfect for growing children. Diego will be lost in the sauce in no time. Diablo time? Yeah. Oh, I meant it as hello? Oh. Oh, hi. Hope this Alu Kage stream will stop people from calling the Kage a more expensive KVD 8X. Alright, here's my review of the Kage. The Kage is just a more expensive KBD 8X. Tell that to AAO3 right now. Actually, don't do that. I'm sorry, Lewis. I love you too. Lightning, you try all the Monokei collabs. Which one's your favorite so far? I have not tried the Monokei collabs. I've only tried the Tomo. But I have not tried the Neko. I have not tried Hidari or you know, any of the other stuff, unfortunately. So just the Tomo. Not just, but like among all the other ones I haven't tried. Yeah. OTD 356 mini? Why would anyone pay so much for a more expensive tofu? Yeah, just get tofu from the truck and get some soy sauce for it. Actually though, fresh hot piping hot tofu is so fucking good. Have you guys tried that? If you haven't and you're like in Asia or something and there's like a street stand or something like that that does like fresh tofu, which in Korea you might find some, it's actually so good. So good. So good. With a little bit of soy sauce and vinegar or even just like sesame oil, just like a teeny bit. Oh. Fresh tofu is fucking great. Oh yeah, you know. Food talk starts now. Oh yeah. Keyboard's only temporary. Food is forever, my friends. It's taco time. Talk about tacos. Do you like the Tomo? I did. The Tomo was actually really nice. Really liked it with the polycarb plate, personally. Yeah, it was pretty pleasant. I mean, it was definitely reminiscent of like similar to the Jane V2, kind of like a more compact layout for it, but it had like all those like, you know, neat aesthetic features of the Jane, where like, you know, you have that framed weight at the bottom, yeah, it was a fun board to build, and I personally enjoyed it. I would probably like use that like probably top mount. I like top mount probably just a little more. I think the O-ring is nice, but it can feel a little bit more muted, which some people don't mind and prefer that. But I do like a bit more of a clacky, kind of like more pronounced sound experience. So I like feeling like I'm typing on stuff. I actually don't do silent switches for that reason. But I do have silenced Toper. I actually do like silenced Toper for some reason. But MX Silence I can't. Like it's very boring and I don't know. I don't like them. I just don't like them. The K looks so nice. I regret not getting in on the last round. There's quite a lot out there, fortunately, so they shouldn't go for too much. Alright. All tofu is not created equally. Whenever I hear about tofu, the food, I think of the keyboard. When I hear the keyboard being talked about, I think about the food. It's so weird. Tofu is delicious. It's just not a meat stand-in. I agree. As a former vegan, I used to be formerly vegetarian and vegan as well. Tofu is not just a meat stand-in. Taco to me. Formerly malnourished? Yo, that's toxic. Okay? I was not malnourished. I actually lost weight since then. The TGR board really reminds me of another TGR board. Silent Soper's peak endgame? Silent Soper is definitely A+. A+ material. Like, top tier Switch. Well, it's just like the good old reliable. You always go back to it. Like, you might get sick of everything else, and then one day you are like, huh, I should try Toper again. And you type on it for a bit, and you're like, huh, it just feels nice. This, I could use this forever. That's how Toper is. It's like you're good. It's like the good old friend, good old best friend that never, you know, never gives you up, never lets you down. Why do you stop? Just got tired of it? Actually, I had several reasons for not being vegan anymore. One was, it was actually very expensive where I was located. I think, for example, being vegetarian is actually way easy, but being vegan is actually kind of hard because a lot of your options are limited by what you have as far as food access. And where I was living in Connecticut at the time. It was actually very difficult. It was very expensive. Is there a preferred temp to use for desoldering? I try to stick to anywhere between 350 and 400 Celsius. But if you're desoldering lead-free solder, you should use a higher temperature just so that it melts quickly and you can suck it up quickly. However, higher temperature means possible heat shock from applying too much, heat at once. So just be sure to be, efficient in your desoldering. Is there a difference in typing feel between Unicorn 356 Mini O-ring implementation? Absolutely. The O-ring is actually more like a sandwich mount kind of feel where it's fairly rigid, actually. I would say like if I had a half plate for the 356 Mini, it might be a lot different. But it's for like if I compared apples to apples in the sense like it's like a full alu plate with MX Black, let's say, it's a very, very different type feel. Unicorn is pretty bouncy compared to the 356 Mini, but the 356 Mini is actually fairly rigid. It actually feels a lot more just like a sandwich mount. Yeah. Hopper still has to be modded properly. Aside from milk options, there aren't great alternatives for other things, which is why it's hard to commit to vegan. Yeah. All true. That and vegan vegetarian means no tacos, and that's no bueno. Yeah, I did grow up with all that, so. Blame organizations like PETA trying to convince everyone to be vegan. I think it just should be a choice, but yeah, I think convincing people like that is a bit eh. If you're desoldering a board you don't care about, crank it up. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're desoldering like a donor board, yeah, just crank it up, melt that shit, get the solder out, and harvest your switches or whatever you're trying to get. There's no good vegan cheese, I think is my biggest problem. GMK from Drop good? Yeah, GMK from Drop is the same as GMK from other places. I mean, GMK is a maker of the plastic keycaps. Drop is just going to be a vendor for it. Like you know, they're buying in bulk and selling them to you for a slight premium so they can make money. How do you like the feel of the Kikuichi Monji? I actually really like the Kikuichi Monji. It's a top-mount keyboard, but it actually felt very, very light, very, very pleasant to type on. Like kind of pretty soft, even though I had a full alu plate when I was trying it. I can tell you that people who own the Kikuichi Monji might actually tell you that they really like it. I would say that during the brief time I did have it, I did enjoy it a lot. Very pleasant, very nice. Actually, like, I wasn't huge on the Kikuichi Monji when I first just saw renders and prototype photos and whatnot, but it definitely grew on me after I saw it in person. I think the main thing for me that I don't like as much about it is the aesthetic of the bezels. It's just, they're a little too thick for me, for my own preference. Western countries didn't evolve around vegetarian food, like with India, for example, which has great vegetarian food. Oh, that is true. Yeah, Indian food. And, I mean, there's a lot of vegetarians among, like, you know, Indians and stuff. And so, like, it's kind of normal. And, like, for example, like, a friend of mine who is Bangladeshi, like, he's basically vegan. But that's just because that's how he grew up. Have you tried Stabies? I tried the prototype ones, but I have not tried the actual production ones that they just sold. There they make money. My Kiku's coming today. I'm gonna use MX Blacks and Alu Plate. Very nice. Yo, Baby Rage, thank you so much for the 3 subs, my friend. How are you doing? Bongo Tashi. Cashew cheese? Ooh. That sounds kind of... that sounds... nutty. Alright, I'll keep looping. You put that right out there, okay? It was right there for me to comment on. I had to do it. I had to do it. It's hard to go vegetarian when you aren't living on your own. Okay, actually that's true. If you are in some form of communal living or eating even, where you do have to share meals with other people, like for example family or like, you know, parents, relatives, whatever it is difficult. And also that's why, like, if you're, let's say like you have a partner but your partner is not necessarily compatible with your dietary restrictions or dietary preferences, yeah, it's iffy. I have to say, for example for me, I would not date someone who is picky with their food. I can't. I simply feel like I would suffer, because it would be like, hey, like, let's go eat something. It's like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. Nah, 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 nah. It's like, can't do this shit, okay? Like, no. Pop Smoke Keebs, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Robot Skunk. I'll eat whatever you want me to. Well, just come visit, we'll have tacos together. That'll be nice. Picky eaters aren't even people, TBH. I think not liking something specific is, like, okay. Like, you're like, oh yeah, I don't like mushrooms because the texture has that slimy sort of texture, right? I totally get that. Or like, oh, I don't like I don't know, ketchup or something, because I just don't like the flavor of how they make it. But like regular tomatoes are fine, you know? Or like regular tomato sauce is fine. That's okay. But I think if you're picky, like very picky, as in you don't eat a whole category of things, that's kind of, for me, I'm like, oh, that's a red flag. Can't do it. I'll try everything once. Yeah, I actually am like that too. There's things I don't like, but I'll try everything at least once. Or a few times. Just go to buffet, eventually they find something. Out of all the vegan milk, soya milk and oat milk have the least environmental and water impact to grow and produce. Oh, interesting. I like both of those options as well. Managed to limit my meat intake over the past year. That's a good thing. I actually don't eat that much meat. Like in my regular diet, I don't consume that much meat. It's the main reason for it. I'll tell you why. It's because meat is expensive. I actually am very much happy eating non-meat options and still get protein from other sources anyway. So for me, even though I am technically not vegan or vegetarian anymore at this point, I still, you know, get a lot of protein intake from other sources. So it's like, even if I limit my meat intake, it's not bad. But I do like meat. Like, it's great. It's delicious. I'll eat nasty stuff I hate just for the fun. Have you had Kage? No, I actually have not. What is it that you don't like? I actually don't like tomatoes that much, but I'll eat them. I'll eat them in a salad, but I just don't. I'm not the kind of person who's like, oh, fresh tomatoes, cut. Yummy. I am not like that. I can't. I don't. I'm not the kind of person who just, oh, or olives, for example. I don't just like open up a jar of olives and eat them. I can't do it. I'll eat them in food though. Like, if they're like in some sort of mixed bowl or something, or if they're part of a dish, I'll eat it. Same with tomatoes. I'll eat it. I'm not picky about that, but I just don't seek them out. Like, just that one thing. Like, I'm not like, oh my gosh, this farm has fresh tomatoes. Wow, let's get some and take them home. No, not about that. First day, go get 곱창? You want? Oh, yo, that sounds delicious though. Yo, first day at 곱창? Night walker? That would be a great first date, I think. I mean, that's basically KBBQ, so... Anyway, going back down... Didn't you just eat tacos like an hour ago? Yes, I did. I ate tacos earlier for dinner. American food, just too much sugar or too much oil. Yeah, depends on the dish. None of those like salads. I hate pork. Tomatoes with salt are fire? Tomatoes are ass. See, different opinions here. Tomato slime trash? Yeah, I actually don't like that like slimy feeling from like the inside part of tomatoes, like where the seeds are. I legit eat olives like it's candy. Yeah, I'm not into it. Raw tomatoes, yeah. Or raw olives either. Who cuts fresh tomatoes? You just eat it like an apple? Damn. I do not. Meat went up 30%. Oh my god. I just noticed that you get a haircut a couple weeks ago. I got a haircut, Mr. Soran. I'll only eat fresh tomatoes in the BLT. Oh, BLT. Oh. Yo, BLT. Oh. Bacon. Oh. Love it when I have some bacon in the fridge and I wake up and get that bacon on the pan and the whole living room smells like bacon. And then make myself some fluffy eggs in the morning. 3 eggs. Fluffy. Put some toast on the side. Oh, if I have avocado, could have avocado toast. Oh, and then pour some salsa on that egg. Oh, and then get that crispy bacon on the side. Oh. Boy. GMK Hamon is coming back for you pork lovers. Indeed it is. Next year, I believe. Or sometime soon. I don't know when exactly, but I think it was next year. The slated date for Hamon round 2. Have you tried BLT with arugula instead of lettuce? Now that's living. Oh, arugula? That sounds really good in a sandwich. That sounds delicious. Do you also put creme fraiche into scrambled? Oh, no. I will, as in, because I don't have creme fraiche, but I would. I mean, for example, if you want to make like fluffy eggs, have you guys seen like the method to make fluffy eggs? It's like a little bit of cornstarch, milk, you mix it together, and then you crack the eggs in the bowl. You know, beat the eggs a little bit, and then you add the milk and cornstarch into the egg mix. And then, I mean, you mix it up, and then you put it on the hot pan with a little bit of like about a tablespoon of butter, and then you basically let the let the butter melt, and then once as soon as you maybe leave it for 3 or 4 seconds on the pan, on the hot pan, and then you take it off the heat completely, and then you just swirl the eggs, they're basically scrambled eggs, and they basically cook from the heat, and they absorb all the butter, and as they do that, it becomes really creamy and fluffy, and it's delicious. You can easily look it up. Just look up fluffy fluffy scrambled eggs in 20 seconds or something like that. It should pop up. Is it Cantonese style scrambled eggs? Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't know. I just saw it in the recipe book, and I was like, oh, I want to try it. So that's what I did. But you should be able to find it online too. It's very, very easy. Although, yeah, it is a tablespoon of butter basically. So, yeah, if you're watching yourself for that, I guess that's something to keep in mind. More butter, more better. I agree. I'm the kind of person who I don't really count calories or anything like that, or I don't count what I eat necessarily. Oh my god, macros and all this shit. I just eat to the point where I'm satisfied, and that's it. But I eat everything and anything, whether it's greasy or salty or whatever. I don't care. I just eat to the point where I'm satisfied, but not too much, not in excess. And then I try to stick to a routine. That's probably the most helpful for me. I've realized that simply sticking to the routine and just drinking a lot of water, during a day, I normally drink anywhere between 8 and 12 cups of water every day. I pretty much have maintained my same weight for about the past... I maintained the same weight for about 6 years now. I have not gone up or gone down in weight that much. Do you eat liver? I've tried liver. Was it chicken or cow? I'm not sure actually. But yeah, I've tried liver, yes. Problem is I don't have a satiation sense. I'm either full or not full. Ah, okay, I see. Eat until you're sweating? Oh, the meat sweats, yo. Go to KBBQ. What's your favorite way to eat an egg? Oh, okay. If I go to a diner to get eggs, eggs on a platter, right? I'll get them over medium. I'll ask them over medium so it's runny, but not so much that it bursts super easily, because I do like putting the egg on a piece of toast and then eating it. So when I go to the diner, I ask them over medium. But if I'm doing it at home, I often go for scrambled, because it's easy to make. But if I'm, let's say, making bibimbap, or something that I can put the egg on, the egg on top of some other dish, and have the egg mix in with the dish, then over easy. Or just sunny side up. What's the difference between over easy and over medium? It's just over medium is slightly more cooked. Just a teeny bit more. To the point where the edges are a bit more crusty, crispy. And the egg is a little less runny. But it's still runny. It's still actually runny. Eggs Benedict? Oh, I mean, okay, yes. If I go to a restaurant or a brunch place or something, I can't make Eggs Benedict. I don't know how to make hollandaise sauce and, all that. But if they have Eggs Benedict, oh, they slap. So good. Ooh, give me that biscuit. Oh. Hollandaise sauce is tricky to make. I heard it is. Yeah, I've watched cooking shows, and they are they would talk about that. Hollandaise sauce being kind of tricky to work with. Wait. All right. Soft-boiled runny yolk and kaya toast. Oh, Malaysian breakfast fashion. Oh, I actually miss that. Okay, when I went to Malaysia, so I visited Malaysia in 2014. I went to travel there for about 3 weeks straight. And I basically stayed in hostels and at friends and stuff. I just traveled around the country. Kaya toast, boy. All the breakfast food in Malaysia was like so good. So good. Of course I went for like other things like laksa and in the heat having a chendol. Oh boy! So good. Dry sauce wonton mee. Oh, wonton mee so good. Oh yeah, chicken rice. Oh yeah, legit chicken rice is to die for. Can we stop with the food? It's 3 in the morning. It is only 9:44 p.m. over here, and I cannot stop talking about the food because it's just it's an integral part of who I am. As in, like, I just have these conversations with my friends all the time, so I kind of get very into it. Also, I saw the hydrate. I'll hydrate in just a second. Can you please start rating all keywords with the enthusiasm you show for breakfast foods? So I should be like, this keyboard, 10 out of 10! Like that? Nasi lemak, ooh, yes, so good. So good. You know, Diego, when we meet, the food tour is a must. Oh, yeah. Soren, I'll be honest with you. If I were to meet you, like, wherever we meet, whether I meet you in Europe or whether you meet me here in the States, right? Tourism, like, generic tourism can take the L, and we're just gonna go and eat and enjoy ourselves and like go for all the cute coffee shops too, grab some tea, coffee, whatever. This calls for instant ramen. Let's go. Yo, instant ramen, but then pop that egg in. Let's go. I want to see you and Soren try some really spicy food. Oh, I can deal with spicy in like small batches. I'm not super good with spicy food, but I can handle it. But I suffer. I do suffer with spicy food. Like very, very spicy food, I do suffer a lot. Like my stomach gets really mad at me. And I start getting like pretty much just acid, basically gastritis. Essentially, like if I do have very spicy food, it basically feels like gastritis. So it's like very painful. So that's why I don't do it. Oh, what was it? Thoughts on the NK65 for a beginner? I'm just getting into customs. If not the NK65, what else would you suggest I look at? I highly recommend the NK65 for a beginner. There are other similar comparable options like the KBD67 Lite. People have suggested that a lot, like on Reddit and whatnot. But it depends on the layout you want. But if you want a 65%, the NK65 is a totally justifiable entry-level option because it has hot swap, like RGB, programmable PCB. It comes with the case and the cable, I think, the kit. And some of them even have the keycaps. So it's a very good option, in my opinion, for the price. I think that's the thing about NK65 is that the kits come with everything, all included. Like it's ready to go. I think that's the best part about the NK65. If you're okay with 60%, get the Bakeneko. Yeah, Bakeneko, pretty good option if you're into 60%. For sure, like if you have a Bakeneko like option available to you for a reasonable price, then you can try that too. Basically, the equivalent of what a tofu would be, it's like basically a tray case, a very simple aluminum tray case with an O-ring that you can use for you know, for the build to feel more flexy and all that. It's like the 2021 starter pack kind of tray case now, because O-ring and gasket and all that is like super popular these days. So yeah. Hey Moon, hello. Does New York have a Southeast Asian restaurant? There are Southeast Asian restaurants here. Yes, there are. That absolutely is Southeast Asian food around here. I mean, New York has everything. Also, kabocha. Have you gone to Kopitiam? I believe I went a long time ago to Kopitiam. Yeah, Imagine has everything. I mean, I imagine New York has everything. Yeah. New York does have everything. Very different, very like a very vast price range essentially. You can definitely find like gourmet of like a certain kind of food, but you can also find like more casual, kind of like home cooked kind of food. But it definitely is still expensive here in New York. Like just living expenses are high here, so food in general is also quite expensive. But that said, you do have a lot of variety here too. I mean, you could say the same about like Los Angeles, for example. LA also has amazing food, and LA, I think what really has, like what really is good at in LA, for example, is that they have really good deals for food. Like there's delicious and relatively inexpensive food. But like for example, if I would say that if you compare like gourmet food options, I think like New York beats LA or California in general, or like even probably Chicago too. Toronto is the same way. I heard that Toronto is very similar to New York City. I know someone from Toronto and they told me that it's very similar to New York in that sense. Just a smaller city, but it is still similar. Where's the best Chicago style pizza in New York? Non-existent, I think. Well, I haven't really seen it here. Chicago style pizza. Have you tried the cheaper New York omakase? No, actually. I've tried all you can eat sushi and like sashimi, but I have not tried omakase that's cheap. I feel like any omakase here in the city is pretty expensive. Is there cheap omakase? I haven't seen it. Toronto is super expensive? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I hear. Toronto is New York City except a bit worse and with less rats. Yeah, a lot less trash and stuff too, probably, for sure. Yeah. The problem, yeah, New York City is definitely dirty as a city. Just because it's so crowded and it's a very dense area. I mean, it's a damn this long island, right? Like, and even if you clean the streets and you try to maintain stuff, it's just there's so much the density of people is so high here that yeah, it gets dirty really fast. Have you seen the new Batman trailer? No. I saw someone post it, but I haven't watched it. Omakase cheap? Pick one? Yeah, I know. Exactly. There's no cheap omakase. I like my cities with pizza rats. Have you seen... There's that guy who performs like the pizza rat thing. Like walks around like subways and other places performing like the pizza rat meme essentially. Carrying like this big piece of... like big pizza shaped like pillow or plushie, I don't know. Cushion. There's a 12-piece, 30-minute, $50 omakase. Sushi and Jones. Pretty good deal for the quality. Do I want to go for $50, 30-minute, 12-piece omakase, or do I just want to save myself 3-4 times that and just go for proper omakase and not feel rushed and not feel like I'm trying something cheaper? I don't know. They're at 12 piece for 30 minutes? I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Okay. If I'm eating on my own, I do eat pretty fast. My average meal time is like 10 to 15 minutes. When I'm just on my own, eating for myself, cooking my own food or whatever, 15 minutes, I'm done with the meal. But if I'm gonna sit down at a restaurant, 30 minutes for 12-piece omakase sounds terrible. Sounds horrible. Say 3 or 4 times, join another group buy. Well, okay, also true. Where do you buy your custom cable? It looks really good. I actually had so Space Cables is one of my sponsors, and Space Cables, I had Space Cables make one of these. Well, I actually originally got this cable from somebody else, like on Mech Market, and then it actually stopped working, and so I sent it Space Cables when they sponsored me, and they had it remade. It's just paracord with a slim push-pull connector. So you can probably look for any like slim push-pull connector. Like YC8s are relatively slim too. Limos, of course, there's like the legit ones, which are super expensive. And then there's also like look-alike Limo connectors, like, you know, slim push-pull connectors. You can just look push-pull connector like on I think like eBay or like AliExpress and other places. You'll probably find push-pull connectors like by the dozen. Probably even Amazon at this point. And then, you know, just find the connector you like. Make sure it's like at least 4 pins for USB. 5 pins probably better. So you have a drain. But then you could probably like make your own cable, or you could ask someone to make your cable. But that's pretty much what I did. YC8 very nice. I agree. I do have several YC8 cables. Have you tried the J-Wix? I have not. I actually gave away a batch of oh no, wait, J-Wix? No, I did not give away J-Wix. I gave away like the actually, are the J-Wix the clear housing top, black housing bottom, the one that look just like Gateron blacks? Is that J-Wix? Well, if it is, I just remember giving away a batch of them from L-Board. But if it's not, they were J-Wix? You gave away J-Wix? Okay. I did not try them. I had them, maybe pressed a couple switches, and it was smooth. But I have not lubed a batch of J-Wix and tried them on a keyboard, no. Nobody has sent me J-Wix to like build into a keyboard, because, you know, like I do a build service, right? So people send me switches to build into a keyboard, and no one has sent me J-Wix specifically, so I have not tried them yet. And I have not bought any for myself either. Regular USB cable enjoyers? Based? I mean, yeah, Lindy. Lindy is the GOAT. The best. That's interesting stories. Thanks for the insight. Have you heard of the company Keep Stuff? Yeah, I've heard about them, yeah. Keep Stuff, yeah. Lindy is expensive? Wait, do you think it's actually that expensive? Maybe it's because you have to import? But for us, I mean, they're like on Amazon now. A bit? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, sure. Compared to like a mono price cable, and yeah, it's definitely much more expensive than that. I no longer like coiled cables. I just like straight paracord with or without tech flex. Yeah. I pretty much use straight cables these days now. I'm definitely past my coiled cable phase. Although I do like coiled cables every so often for setups. For pictures. They look good. But yeah, I think as far as usage is concerned, straight cables are much easier to work with. Because coiled cables, the problem is they have they have the 90-degree turn, and it's always a hassle because they do have an orientation for it. So it's like if you have to reverse it, it's inconvenient. Or if like your port is centered, but you know the coil is too big, then like the coiled length is too long, then like you have to like fiddle around with it so that it's like in a good spot on your desk. That's the annoying part about coil cables, I think. You're right, they're cheap. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. I saw some going for like $50 on the Lindy website. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there's like pretty good ones, like cheap ones on Amazon. Only coil cables I choose to acknowledge are vintage coil cables or vintage style coil cables. Yeah, those are good too. Although there's some vintage cables that I don't like, Drew. Like there's some like Cherry or like other vintage coil cables that like stretch out really easily because they've kind of lost that elasticity or like the spring back. And they don't like, they kind of like just stretch out really easily and they're hard to like kind of put back into a tight coil. So those are no good, no good. But vintage cables are nice for sure. There are nicer vintage cables. I just want to invest with multiple connectors and one cable and multiple connectors, so easy swap but rip money. I pretty much have that too. Coil cables will adjust on coil over time. Yeah. Right. There are some nice keycaps on your macro pad. Thank you. I love them. SpongeBob OEM caps. How much did that cost roughly? I probably paid... Well... I kind of paid for things separately, so I probably would think I spent over like 100 and... Oh, I also got... I got mini, micro, and C. So I spent more. So I probably spent like somewhere above $110, $20. But that was just because I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it one time and, you know, it's just gonna work. I've amassed a large number of cables over the years though, so it's like... Yeah, I don't buy cables anymore. I have no reason to when I have other cables at work. So I abstain from buying cables now. I mean, I have a box full of cables, like actually, like literally a box full of cables. Actually, do I have it here? Oh yeah, it's right here. I have my box full of cables right here. Hold on, before I dox myself again, as I usually do. Again. I know. I'm pretty sure I've doxed myself many times over the years. And I don't think people either care, because nothing has happened so far. But yeah. Diego doxed himself when he bought JD. Oh, that's... Oh! True that! That was a while back! But yeah, look at my box full of cables. I have a USB-C YC8 connector cable. I have a gray one with YC8. I have a Lindy. I have another Lindy. I have a vintage or OG Cherry USB mini cable. I have a beige YC8 cable. I have another gray YC8 cable with USB-C. I have a regular coiled cable with USB mini. Yeah. So a lot of cables I've amassed over the years. Why? Because, so I'll tell you why. Because these cables, I basically had 1 or 2 cables that were working at a time, and then they broke. They actually stopped working. But after I started meeting people, like as in like in the keyboard community, some people would offer to repair my cables. So I sent old cables that didn't work before, because I just kept them around, even if they didn't work, because I was like, oh, I can just replace it some time, right? I can just cut it off and do the whole thing again. And I didn't, right? And so I sent them out to be repaired, and a lot of them got repaired. So, and now I have a lot of cables. And I've also gotten a few for free, like from sponsors or other vendors who were very generous and gracious to donate cables for me to try and to take pictures of, that kind of stuff. So that's why. I am now hyper aware of just how few coiled cables I own. You just need one that works, so you're good. Instagram is why? Oh, actually not that much, but yeah. I did, so I think my original idea for cables was I just want 2 cables that are neutrally colored so I can fit them with whatever I want. So that would be 1 gray cable and 1 beige cable. So gray for like darker colored boards or just like other like color tones in general, and then the beige cable for like silver or like white keyboards or just like things that are like brighter tone. And so that was the idea originally, but yeah, I have ended up with a lot more cables than that. And then, you know, one time I saw like, oh, that pretty purple cable, and I was like, I'm gonna get one because it looks so cool with the YCA connector that's been Cerakoted or painted or whatever. And so yeah, temptation got the best of me. The color choice are smart. Yeah, I really just wanted 2 cables. One like 2 cables of just neutral colors that I could just use for everything. But yes, I have also, just like you, Mr. Funzy, I've grown tired of coiled connectors, coiled cables in general, so I just use 2 straight cables now. I pretty much have 2 main cables that I use mostly. So I have this gray cable. Oh wait, yeah, this gray cable, and then I have this black cable over here, and that's it. Wait, I have swappable connectors over here. I have mini, C, and micro, and I just, you know, change them whenever I need to, and that's all I pretty much use on my desk, at least. I have 2 of them because I normally, you know, I'm using one to test, you know, like keyboards I'm building for people, so I like to just leave my main one plugged in and one to just test out stuff, so I don't have to unplug and replug every time. What's the difference between TechFlex and MDPCX? I actually don't know what the technical difference, but they're basically ways to sleeve the paracord, and one is like, I think MDPC is like tighter than the other. It's supposed to just kind of be like a very nice tight shield, like a nice tight like sleeve for the cable, and they come in different colors. I like aviators are so ugly. I mean, I did have my aviator cable phase too, back when YC8s and then like Limos and like other connectors were not in style, or like were not like popular in the community. I have, you know, I gotten a few aviators a long time ago, although I think most of them either broke or I gave away to like people because I don't use them anymore. So yeah. Have you ever used an OTD 360 Corsa? I've seen some at meetups, yes. I've seen the 360 Corsa at meetups. Does Mini B happen to have more issues than Type-C, or is it just me? Yes, it does have more issues because the Mini B connector is not made for a lot of insertion cycles. It is not supposed to be a cable you're unplugging and replugging constantly. Why don't you like the 360C GigaChat? Because the 360C anodizing was not that good. At least the one I saw looked like tree bark, and it was silver, by the way. And I guess the build on it was not that good either. But I've tried another 360C that was fantastic, looked really pristine, really nice. But at the same time, it's like, would I pay, you know, however much money this is worth? No. So I was like, whatever, I don't care about this board. I actually like the aesthetic of the other TKLs better than the Corsa, so yeah. So that's just me. That's just my style of like what I like in keyboards. It's just different from what you like. You might think like, oh yeah, 360C, you're super pretty, love the, you know, love the fillets and whatever, but I don't care for them. I think they're neat, but not amazing for me. It's just like whatever. Just like how Korean boards QC have never been. I mean, yeah. It's not like, just because it's old doesn't mean it's good, or you know. I mean, like allegedly, like whatever they used for finish, manufacturing and finish was just not that good quality. I mean, these boards were, you know, on group buy, these keyboards were, you know, 300, 350 or whatever it was, right? Like the equivalent of that amount of money, and that's what they're really worth. It's just acquired value because of history and, you know, collector value and significance in the community. But that's about it. Now it's time for bed. Oh, take care. Have a good one, Soran. Thank you so much for stopping by, my friend. Snippy Stockins, thank you so much for your Prime Gaming sub. So I should hydrate. I was asked to earlier. Koala and 456, the best OTD designs? My man, you know it. Well, technically, Koala not an OTD. It was posted on OTD.kr, but the maker is not the same maker as the... Like, the designer of the Koala is not the same as the designer for all the other OTD boards. Hug the handsome boy? Okay. Wait, that doesn't work. I'll just do this instead. Thank you. Sorry, it was not like full screen. I actually just remembered that I don't have it in a separate scene, so I'll set it up for next time. Yeah, the new camera, I forgot about the setup, was different. Stabs are done. I've been talking a lot, so apologies that I took so long. The rest should be pretty quick though. Hey, it's a Squid Game plate. Yeah. 1 hour 40 minutes, that's not too bad. It could be 2 hours. I guess it could always be worse, but you know. Still, it is a long time, so kind of feel bad about it. Huh? Let's shift it all the way up. Do you still have Cloudline? No. He's not done till he tests them. That is true, Nacho. Although I normally don't have to resort to taking it off. So it should be okay. I don't remember the last time I had to fully take off the plate to redo stabs. It's been a while, actually. Who has Cloudline? Is that a duck blackbird on the desk? Yes, it is a duck blackbird on the desk, indeed. Is that an alu plate? Poly is the default. Correct, yes. This is indeed an alu plate, and I believe Polycarb is indeed the default for Monokei's collaboration boards recently. Are these Hyperglides? I believe these are retooled MX Black, which is pretty much the same as Hyperglide. I mean, they were pretty decently smooth stock, and then I looped them, and they're pretty nice and smooth. How would you describe the difference between FR4 and an alu plate? I would say, as far as stiffness is concerned, I would say FR4 is somewhere in between the other plastic varieties, like you know, poly or other things, right? But it's still more flexible than aluminum, softer feeling, and I think the sound profile is a bit different from aluminum. So I cannot tell you in words how it changes specifically. Every board has its own way of kind of like, it changes differently for every board, I feel. So I can't really describe that for you. But I would say at least typing wise, like the stiffness and all that kind of stuff, the rigidity of the plate is softer on FR4 than on aluminum. Yeah. Will you get to keep this board? No. I do not get to keep this keyboard. Alright, I don't hear any rattle from these right side ones for now. So let's move on to the left. Alright, good. If you had to pick a colorway, what speaks to you? Let me check the colorways again, actually. Let's see, sale format. What colors are available? So there's polycarb, then frosted white or titan gray, or there are, where's the group buys? Monokei, hand engineering, Kage, okay. Alright, and then there is, so there's bluish pink, olive green, royal purple, silver, suave blue, titan gray, and then the SE kits in the 2 different tones of polycarb. So I actually ordered a Tomo in olive green myself, so I would say I would skip on the olive green because I already have one on order. I have a silver K, so I would not order silver just because I do have other silver boards. I think I would be leaning towards, ooh, I like this color. What is this? Is this royal purple? Royal purple is pretty nice. Let's see, bluish pink. Bluish pink is like kind of rose goldish, right? And then royal purple is sort of lilac-ish. And then let's see, suave blue has that like kind of blue grayish tone. And then there's titan gray. Ooh, tough. All of these colors are actually really nice. Okay, I would say personally, if I went for something neutral, I would get either the Titan Gray Alu or Titan Gray Polycarb. I think tinted polycarb like this looks really cool. I do like how the plate cutouts are showing. I actually do like that, even if it's on the blockers. I would definitely prefer if this plate did not have the blocker cutouts show, but like isn't like if this were solid instead of cut out, so that only the logo ones are kind of here. But that said, I do like the tinted polycarb a lot. If I had polycarb, I would get this. If I got aluminum, I would probably get the regular Titan Gray. Or if I wanted a colored version, I would probably get royal purple. Wind keyless, I guess. Yeah. I think they're very lovely options. But that said, I've seen photos of the suave blue and the bluish pink, and they look fantastic. I have not seen olive green photos or anything like that. Well, I've seen the sample ones, but like I have not seen that many olive green photos or anything like that. So I might want to reserve that opinion until I see it in person or in a lot more photos to have a bigger sample size. But yeah. Do we hear about your opinion about the? Do you hear about your opinion about the USB port? You mean for the case, right? I personally don't like the protrusion. I would have preferred if it was just flat. I actually prefer flat and then slightly framed in, so that the cable goes a little further in, and you don't see as much of the shield around it. Is there tech flex on your custom cable? No, there's none. It's just paracord. Okay, stabs sound pretty good to me. I don't think I need to touch them up at all. I think I lubed them just fine. So we're good to go to the next step. I wish USB port was centered and lower. I actually don't want the USB port to be centered. I actually do like it the way it is right now, but just not with the protrusion. Yeah. I actually do like TKLs with the USB port at the between the navigation cluster and the main section. I actually do like the position for TKLs cables connectors. My bad. And then for other keyboards like 60% or 65s and whatnot, I think center looks pretty nice. But that said, yeah, I think that preference can change for everybody. Oh, wait. This one look off bent. No USB port at all. I like off center on 60%. Can also grab them easier that way. Oh. Yeah, I have to say I don't mind that much. Yeah, I'm not too picky. But I think if I did have a choice on like a TKL, I do prefer the default position, like this position right here. Yeah, I do like that one the most. And then I think if I had to pick for other ones, centered looks pretty nice on the smaller layout boards, personally. Yeah, I think, yeah, smaller layout boards look nice with centered port. And then any layout that has two separate clusters, like the arrow cluster here in the main segment, look better with the port centered between those two clusters. I think that would be my verdict. Like 1800 would be nice to have the cable here. You know, TKL would be nice to have the cable here. But I would say that full size, I don't know, because there's 3 separate clusters for full size. So for full size, I actually think, ooh, for full size, I would say centered is probably fine. Alice in the middle, yeah. So Alice only has one singular cluster, really. Realistically, Alice is basically a 60%. So that one in the center is good. Yeah. Or in the center of the... Yeah, in the center of the keyboard, yeah. How many tacos do you end up eating? 4. I was not too hungry. Easy 2 USB ports you choose. I think I've seen a keyboard with 2 USB ports before. I don't remember where it was, or I think it was in the OEM board. I actually don't know. I remember seeing a board like that before with 2 USB ports. Don't remember what it was though. Drop control? Oh, was it drop control? Okay. That's what it was. Okay. I was like, yeah, it looked like an OEM board. That's hilarious. Or was it the alt? I mean, yeah, one of those, yeah. That's funny though. Oh. Is that MSA? Mihir? AG? I remember KD fans had a case with compatible with a 2 USB port PCB. Yeah, I believe I remember seeing that. Was it the Tofu? Or I don't remember which. Oh, was it the Tina? I think the Tina was like that. I actually don't remember. Is there a difference for using alu plate versus PC plate for linear switches? Well, the feel and sound is going to be different for sure, but the as far as are you asking like if it's good or bad or whatever? Both are pretty nice. They're just different. So like if you haven't tried one or the other, try it. Try before you make a conclusion of it. I would say that they're both pretty pleasant. I've tried both full polycarb or full palm or half polycarb or half alu or full alu, and they're all nice in their own respective ways. You just have to try it out to really determine what you like better. but they all can be really good, whether it's linear or tactile even. Yeah, just try it out. This plate seems to be most confusing parts to beginners. Yes, it is. It's because, so the way we're taught about, or not taught, but like the way we're told about keyboard plates, right? It's because we're told that, you know, keyboard plates are supposed to hold the switches, right? And the PCB is just there to, you know, be the electrical contact point for the switches. But nowadays, we have we're making these keyboards that have no plates, or like have half plates or whatever, and we also have this the ability to have like different materials and whatnot. And so I think it's confusing because it kind of is beyond the practical sense of just having a plate. Like we have expanded customizability for plates to be more of like, oh, like what's your ideal key feel, or what's your ideal sound, or, you know, like what's the, like, you know, like what do you think you like better about like using X or Y material. Like sometimes it's even the look. Like some people, like, let's say, go for like a carbon fiber plate because they like how it looks. Like, you know, it's like picking the plate color is the same thing. It's like some people like how like the red peaks against like a gray case, something like that. Can you wear the David Bowie makeup for Halloween? Someone would have to make it for me. Actually, hello, like Liam, I'll do it if someone can actually do the makeup for me, but yeah, I would have to ask someone who's good at it to do it. Depends on the type of linear. Ink V2s will be way stockier than Max Blacks, which will be clankier. It just depends on what you're aiming for. Yeah, I mean, I think just gotta try it out, ultimately. Thoughts on the Meridian? Very nice board in my opinion. I actually am very surprised that some of them are still in stock. I personally think that if you haven't tried things like an Alice layout, I think the Meridian is perfectly fine alternative option. And not to mention, it looks very sleek. It looks very nice. It basically is an ergo 60% split, just like the Alice, like in a singular body of aluminum. And I would 100% give it a shot if you're on the fence for trying something like that layout. But I personally think it's a really pretty board. I haven't tried one personally myself, but I know a lot of people who have one, and they've all told me that they like it. So I would say, why not? Not high-end enough. On your personal preference, aluminum plate plus vintage cherry or PC plus long pole switch. I actually don't like long pole switches that much. So any day, cherry over long pole. I actually prefer not long pole switches in general. Like, I like Gateron switches that are not long pole. I like cherry switches that are not long pole, you know? Like, I like alpacas and inks that are not long pole, you know? I don't like the trend of long pole switches that much. It's just not the sound I want, or yeah, it's just not the sound or feel that I want. Because they also do have a bit of travel loss because the pole hits the bottom quickly, right? It's basically like a speed switch, just maybe a little less exacerbated. But like, it's something I personally am not huge about. Yeah. What about plates? I would say I like full alu. I like half polycarb a lot. But there are times when half polycarb doesn't sound as good, and you put a full polycarb, let's say, and it actually sounds really nice. I don't know why. I mean, sometimes it's maybe just because of the case, like the amount of space in there or stuff. It just kind of varies, but you kind of do have to try a bit. I think between palm and polycarb, however, I like both equally. So if I have an option of polycarb or palm, or like if I'm, let's say it's like a Mr. Suit order, similar to the way they handled some of that. Like if I ordered a polycarb and they gave me a palm, I don't care. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about polycarb and palm. If I had a choice, I go for whichever I don't have as much of. Yeah. So actually, a lot of my keyboard purchases in general are, I try to go for a color I don't have, or a layout, or no, not a layout I don't have, because I know I like my specific layouts. I would say, like, I go for like the color I don't have, or I go for the plate option I haven't tried before. I go for, yeah, stuff like that, because I like to try new things, so I can like build a better, you know, frame of reference for new things too. and change it up for myself. I love long pull, totally preference. Oh yeah, yeah. It absolutely is a preference thing. So yeah, but personally, I like regular travel, regular throw switches. And yeah, so that's what I just go for. Brass can be a bit stiff, but brass is actually still pretty nice. I have an LZGH V2 that has a brass plate, and I like it a lot, actually. It has cherry mixed blacks, actually. It can be a little stiff. It can be a little bit stiff, yes, but I don't think like, oh, brass and stainless steel just because they're stiffer material, like, you know, it's bad. I don't think of it that way. I just think, well, like, I do prefer a softer typing experience overall, but there are times when I type on brass and it feels pretty okay. You know, like it feels fine. Like it's good. And it sounds really nice sometimes too. Like it sounds sometimes just better because maybe in that particular keyboard, it just has a way of resonating in the case that's a little bit different and it just sounds more pleasant to my ears. Do you know if your keyboard above is similar? No, this is black. This is 100% just black. It's probably because I have a lot of light in the room, so it might look a little more, like a little lighter to you, maybe on your screen, but it is 100% just a black keyboard. So no, Titan Gray should be a dark gray, but not a black. Everyone these days loves soft bottom out, which is one reason brass is out. Yes, exactly. It's become a trend, and people have sort of like, you know, found that they do like this trend, and it's, you know, it's been kind of followed through, and yeah, that's why like we see a lot more aluminum. Like for a while people were against aluminum, or not against, but people would be like, oh, I want to change it up because every little, you know, every kit out there comes with an aluminum plate by default, and I want to try something fun. And then back then the version of fun was trying stainless steel and brass and carbon fiber, and then polycarb and FR4 came about a little bit, like, you know, they've kind of like been like, they kind of like been on the backseat, and then like they've kind of become more popular because people were like, well, I would like to have a different typing experience of maybe a bit softer this time. And then people have gone for FR4 and Palm and polycarb and all these options. Not to mention, like, polycarb, like, you have to CNC these plates, right? You can't laser cut polycarb because polycarb will burn. And so, but Palm, for example, you can laser cut Palm plates. So, like, for example, that's an option, right? But if you laser cut something, you have to adjust for the curve, like you have to adjust for things that, because the way like you're CNCing things is different from the way you're laser cutting things, right? So like design wise, you may have to make sure that it's okay. Although if you just send a regular like plate file that the designer gave you to a laser cutter, like it'll be still fine. Like maybe some of the switches might end up feeling a little bit loose in the plate. Yeah. Kind of hot. It's hot in this room. I personally really like the feel and sound of brass plates. I think I'm in the minority community. Nowadays, it would be kind of more of a minority option, yeah. Brass can sometimes sound deeper and more muted than alu. Actually, I'm a big fan of, like, oh, okay, so like, let's say Holy Pandas or heavier tactile, like, you know, like heavy bump tactile switches on brass. Actually, I like them a lot. But the reason I don't have any boards like that is because I had my phase where I tried those heavy tactile, like very bumpy tactile switches, and I get tired. Like, I get tired of typing on them, so I just don't use them as much. Like, I have a batch of original Holy Pandas, like the invert Holy Pandas from back when, and I have a batch of like 60% layout-ish, and I don't use them really anymore. I just have them around for when I have to do like keyboard reviews that people want to try a new switch, and they're like, oh, do you have any Holy Pandas? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Like from back when I tried using it first, and you know, nowadays I just don't really type on them. Oh, Garlic, hello. How are you, bud? How are you, my friend? Let's see. Naked Einstein, hello. Your mouse looks darker than the board? It's probably his perspective. Yeah. Probably just perspective. Pretty much every pre-built keyboard comes with a steel plate, FYI. Yes, pre-builds do come with steel plates, yes. They come with, like, powder-coated steel plates a lot of the time. Fellow gasket mount is better with aluminum, top mount is better with PC and softer plates, just personal feeling. Yeah, that's a preference too, but I do like top mount with aluminum a lot. People be sleeping on carbon fiber? I actually do. So for example, I built my TGR JMV2C with the carbon fiber plate with MX Browns, and I love it. It sounds so nice. It's so poppy. It's so good. I was like, oh man, like carbon fiber really brings out the sound of these switches, and I just kept it like that since. Like I never went back on it. I was like, I love this. Like, you know, I would have maybe chosen aluminum if I hadn't, like, if the carbon fiber wasn't an option. I would have been like, oh yeah, aluminum. But I tried it. I tried those MX Browns on the carbon fiber plate, and I was like, man, good shit. What's your preferred layout? For me, TKL65. My preferred layout, Kokuro, is 60% and TKLs. Holy Panda's so loud. Yeah, I also agree with that. Nacho had a sandwich. Hi, do you have a preference for spacebar switch? I like the spacebar switch to be the same as the rest of the board. Order some pewters to try out tactiles. Do you think alu plate would be a good fit? Yes. MX Browns or MX Clears? I prefer Browns, but Clears are good with a lighter spring. I like MX Clears with a 62-gram spring a lot. Regular 62-gram spring. No long spring, double, stage, whatever, yada yada. New springs that we have these days. There's like all these. There's like 4.20 69 stage spring now, and like I don't get it. Are those Hyperglide blacks? These are retooled blacks from back when, but they're basically about the same. I mean, they're pretty much the same thing. Hyperglide is basically another term. It's like a marketing term for Cherry MX to say like, oh, these are new production batch MX blacks, but it's the same thing. They're just smooth MX blacks. I personally, this is why I actually have avoided to call any, like, I've actually tried to my best to avoid calling MX Black switches different categories anymore. I stopped caring. I call vintage switches, I call them MX Blacks, I call retooled MX Blacks, just MX Blacks. I mean, when people want me to clarify, I'll clarify just because people are asking. But personally, it's like, if the switch is smooth, that's all that matters. Like, why should you care what year it was made? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Like, you give a shit, cool, good for you, but I don't give a shit, so. It's like, if they're smooth, they're good. Not into that rough stuff? Do you want to try? But East German 1984 Blacks Diego? Excuse me, what do you mean East? East was closed up by the Iron Curtain. And, you know, the wall. Actually, people think Vints are smoother, but really only NOS Vints, otherwise you still gotta cherry pick. I'll tell you what, Mustard Overlord, even new old stock vintage cherry switches can be not too good. Why? Because the mold might have been way too used when they actually came out new. NOS is also snake oil, yeah. Chances are they might be smooth, but it's still possible that they're not. That's why people are like, oh, should I go on eBay and buy vintage keyboards to get MX Black switches harvested out of them? The question is, yes, if you would like to go through the trouble, go for it. The sky's the limit, right? But you can't complain when you get a keyboard, a vintage keyboard out there that you thought would have the smoothest MX Black, MX Brown, whatever switch, and you get absolute trash. Why? Because Cherry MX, like the company, right? When they make these switches, they're not cherry picking shit for you. They're not trying to make sure everything's nice and clean and smooth and all this. They just make switches and they work. That's it. Goes right into the OEM stuff, into the production line. You sell it, and that's it. They're smooth because they're worn out of shit. Yeah. Like a lot of vintage keyboards have that going for them. Is that because like a lot of vintage boards, I mean, a lot of now vintage boards, like 20, 25-year-old keyboards have been we're sitting like in post offices, where they're sitting in airport terminals, they're sitting in like banks, and they were used a lot. Like, sometimes you get that full-size keyboard and you see how shine the numpad keys are, like the numpad enter and stuff, and the space bar, but some of the keys are not shined at all. Nowadays, you go on, let's say, Recycler or eBay or something like that. You grab your Razer you grab your Razer or Corsair keyboard out there. You'll see that the shine is on WASD and the spacebar, right? But I mean, just like random. I saw Cherry MX Instagram recently. They posted something about their switches being scratchy. They know it too. Well, I mean, like if you go on almost any Instagram posts or Twitter posts that they have on social media, like if you go on the Cherry MX social media and you just look at the comments, there are so many people, like, like maybe they're not enthusiasts or there's just people in general, so many people trashing them, like trash talking, like bad. They're like, your switches are fucking garbage. Gateron is like way cheaper. And you fucking suck! Suck Maligma! And, like, it's all over their social media. And, I mean, I'm sure the social media people read all these comments at some point, So I'm sure they know. They might go home and they might be like, man, I had a shit day at work today. All these haters commenting on the social media account. And this poor social media engineer or like whatever, the guy who's in charge of the social media account is like, man, are these switches really that bad? Goes into work the next day, he's like, ask the guy who's at the at the Cherry MX office, and he's like, hey dude, can I get one of those new boards? Can I just get the tryouts on these MX Blacks to see what it's really about? And then maybe he gets to try it and he's like, man, they're right, this is shit. This Cherry MX 4.0 has pretty shitty, like a pretty scratchy MX Blast, and these are supposed to be brand new. And then maybe they're like, I guess I could make a joke post about it on social media. And they do, and then people are like, ha, he caught on to the meme. I mean, hey, social media guy could have some fun too. Anyway, I interrupt this rant about Cherry MX Black switches to go on my sponsor segment, because it is time to talk about my sponsors. First of all, however, I do want to thank Mr. Beaming Robot from Monokei and Lewis Fluid from Hand Engineering for agreeing to send this prototype unit to me to check out. I really appreciate the generosity and the care. I am very honored to be the non-Tiha Typer streamer to review this keyboard. So thank you. That said, exclamation sponsors, as Raz just posted, shows you all of the links to the different sponsors of the Lightning Keyboards channel. Blink twice if you're being forced to say so. Just kidding. Glad you got an ally unit we can compare with the poly now. Yeah, true. For sure. It's good to have the variety. Anyway, so first up, we have Canon keys. I'll just tell you some of the about on the group buys, but yeah, if you are going to purchase any items from any of the vendors that are listed under the sponsors list, please do feel free to use the affiliate links. They provide a small kickback at none of your cost. Of course, your cost will be that you have to purchase the items. That said, no extra cost. First up, we have Canon keys, where currently we have GMK Soya Milk running. We have GMK Rudy Round 2 running. We have the Brutalist series keyboards, often restocked. I believe they occasionally do Bakeneko restocks as well. They also have switches. They have nice PBT in-stock keycaps in Cherry Profile, which I've reviewed previously in other streams. I've talked about nice PBT Elderberry. We've checked out the Canon caps switches as well. I mean the keycaps as well. And they are really nice quality for a very good price, in my opinion, for PBT Cherry Profile. And the dye sublimation on them is pretty good. But that said, check those out. Check those out. Next up, we have Kinetic Labs. Check out kineticlabs.store/lightning, and a large assortment of switches, accessories, and Desmat collaborations as well. Most recently, Apiary Keyboards had a collaboration with Kinetic Labs, where her designs have been sold as Desmats on the Kinetic Labs store, so check it out. And other artists have also been featured on Kinetic Labs' collaborations. There's also been recently new sets, like the Polycaps Whale and the Octopus sets, as well as the Corn one. So if you're a tortilla enthusiast, maybe you'll appreciate Polycaps Corn. Next up, we have Novelkeys, novelkeys.com. Check out novelkeys.com and you can get 5% off any in-stock item by using the promo code BOLT. So BOLT as in lightning bolt. BOLT to get 5% off any in-stock item. And right now we have, let's see, I think we have the Heisenberg set in stock. There is, these say Galactic Empire, I think, as well. There's also a variety of switches like the NK Creams, and there's also Desk Keys films that are NK Edition, which is just the color of their new branding, which is like a somewhat lighter form of blue. And they of course have desk pads and other accessories and maybe extras from other things in stock. Sign up for the newsletter if you want to be the first to hear about restocks and the like. But yeah, Novelkeys, they also recently just hosted, today, the keyboard meetup at their location in West Virginia. So if you attended, please do feel free to share how it was. I heard it was very nice, the venue. And yeah, I hope you had fun. Triple chance you still got the clout line? Name. Crazy how many boards and keycaps are in stock. I agree, it's pretty crazy. There's so much. There is so much out there. Any keyboards that are in ICs or group buys that you may be getting? Let me go look after I'm done soldering. Anyhow, next up we have Omnitype. Check out omnitype.com/lightning, where you can currently purchase GMK DMG Round 3. There's a Hibi Caps collaboration as well, Hibi MX collaboration. Pretty cool. But if you missed out DMG on previous rounds, this is your chance. There is also GMK Classicer by Mr. Oblotsky. So it is also available on Oblotsky Industries if you are located in Europe. you can also get GMK Classicer, a very nice monotone sort of set that closely resembles Classic Beige, but it's not quite the same. Very nice warm tone of sort of creamy beige kind of color. But that is also available on Omni-Type. Is the Classicer a more beige tone of GMK Minimal? Yeah, you could say something like that. I actually think it's a custom color. I actually need to look at the GB thread, IC thread, to be sure. But I would check the threads on Keycaps or like the listing page to see whether it's a custom color or not. But I think it is. So but it looks like that according to renders. Yeah. Also, Omni-Type has desk pads. They still have some SA Dual Shot available if you missed out and you wanted SA Dual Shot. And some accessories as well, like desk mats and keyboard bags as well. Alright, next we have Prime Keyboards, where, as I said, there is Meridian Round 2 still in stock. There are also Milmax sockets, Alpaca switches, Silent T1s, Prime E's. I get my stabilizers from there. I get all my Durock V2 stabs from Prime Keyboards. They also sell Cherry stabs, so you can also purchase Cherry stabs, but Canon Keys that I mentioned earlier also sells Cherry stabs, so if you're, depending on your preferred vendor. But yeah, Prime Keyboards sells stabs and switches and all sorts of accessories for your Switch modding purposes. Then we have Project Keyboard. Project Keyboard currently has, just had GMK Modern Ink end, but there still might be some pre-orders for previous sets that you might have missed out on, but there might be pre-orders at retail pricing available. I believe, I'm not sure if they still have lavenders in stock, but you could check. Then we finally have Salvin, who currently has apparel. He still has some leftover Ash Keep switches. He also has Deathmat collaborations, a few Deathmat collaborations as well, and he also sells stabilizers and occasionally restocks on Wilbitech PCBs. And then lastly, we have Space Cables, spaceholdings.net. Space Cables currently has GMK WAP Red Cyrillic, which I highly suggest getting. GMK WAP Red Cyrillic, very cool set that comes with UV printed red Cyrillic legends on black base with white double shot white legends, but highly recommend GMK WAP Red Cyrillic. I'll definitely be getting a set myself. And they of course have collaborations for cables, color matched cables, perfectly color matched cables with Cerakote connectors and all that good stuff. And they also have lube stations and desk mats as well. Alright, let's test I tested this PCB before, so let's just make sure it works. Let's see. Oops, actually, my bad. Whoopsie. Sorry, one sec. I think I saved the wrong JSON file. Alright, here it is. Okay, and now load. There we go. All right. Key tester, test matrix. Alrighty. Sorry, let me see what I missed in chat for a sec. So let me see if I can answer anything else. The 2021 Gateron cap rounds are surprisingly fire. I agree. They're very, very nice, the Gateron cap switches. I want the octopus set, but it's out of stock again. They'll probably restock again soon. Oh yeah, Gavin, I'll remind me to reply to your question in just a sec. Kinetic Labs has 205 in syringes. Oh, that's pretty nice actually. Being super optimistic that I'll be able to get Drac and Omni-type. Good luck, Peaches. Any MX styles tactiles that feel anything like Topper? I personally don't think so, but there might be people who think some switches feel like Topper, but I can't really tell you something feels like Topper. I think people say that the Boba U4Ts kind of are close to that bumpy feeling. Topper. Yeah. Just about to say it's close to Pristine. Yeah, I think it's custom color, but not the same as Pristine. Have you bought the Palm Ink's keycaps yet? Yes, I'll be getting a set of Palm Ink keycaps, Peaches. So I'm waiting to get those. Are those MX Blacks? Yes. Going back down, back down. I heard there's some pinging issues with the alu plate from the Kage manufacturer. Can you clarify it with your unit? Pinging issue with the alu plate from the Kage manu? What? Where do you hear this? I don't know. But we'll see. See what it's like. Okay, I think I've caught up with chat. Alright, let's test the PCB now. Alright, everything works. Awesome. Alright, let's get this mounted up. Screws. Oh yeah, so Gavin was asking any keyboards and group buys or ICs that I like. Well, I did like the Cloud line. If I had the money, I would have gotten one, but I did not go for it. I did not try to get one. I do like the Kage. I mean, the way I'm seeing it here, but I also am not currently looking to spend, so I probably won't be getting it. But I do like it. Looks really nice in person. That said, I mean, like keycap sets, I like GMK Reforged. I like WAP Red Cyrillic. I'm tempted for DMG, but I don't think I will have the money to afford it. I really want Rudy Round 2 with the Dark Horse. I think Rudy Round 2 with Dark Horse would be really nice. That's it for key sets for now that I like. Keyboards, what's live right now? There's a few CNC Bakenekos, which is a nice option if you're looking for a Bakeneko option. I think they're all probably pretty good. Are you gonna grab Elaine's Ocelot? Oh yeah, I'm pretty tempted to get one. We'll see. I do want one, yeah. I skipped on Ocelot a long time ago and I kind of regretted it. Let's see, upcoming... One keyboard that I am super happy that I will be reviewing, like as in like I will be checking out myself for the prototype, is the Vertex Angle TKL. That keyboard I've been excited about since I saw the interest check, and that was one keyboard I've been wanting to check out, so I'm actually... Fortunately, they reached out to me and asked me if I could check it out. And so that's one keyboard I want to check out for myself, and I personally am excited to see. I don't know what it's like at all, so I actually did just receive it in the mail, but I have not opened the box. I refuse to open up the box. I will open it at the same time as y'all. But that's one keyboard that I'm excited to check out. IRL. I think Alex got his already. I did too. I just have not opened it. I want to open it with y'all. Salvation or CNC Bakeneko? I personally say Salvation. I think the Salvation's so interesting. Oh, Beaming, hello. Just saw you. DMG render with white thermal? Oh yeah, I know. Thermal and DMG? Oh, looks so good, right? Like silver or white? That and Phoenix. What's Phoenix? Hold up, what's Phoenix? What's Phoenix? Oh, Phoenix! Yeah, Phoenix is the board that, what should I call it? Who's running that? Cable Car Designs. Max for Cable Car Designs, right? Yeah. I saw the interest check, but I haven't read it in detail. Well, I'll tell you what. I really like the Prophet. I have a Prophet, and I really like the Prophet. And so that's one keyboard. Like, if anything, I can tell you that Max does really good work. So, yeah, I can see why it's exciting. People like the Cypher as well. I have not seen a Cypher for myself, but I have not owned a Cypher before. But I do know that people do like as well. Let's see. Hold up. Phoenix is West new board. Nice. I'm excited for Vertex Angle too, but after what? After bearding? Hearing the Kage PC sound test, now I can't decide between the two. I see. Well, I'll tell you what, Kokuro. Beaming Robot is in chat, so I will tell you that you should buy Kage. Buy Kage. Buy it now. Right now. Go buy it. Monokei. Go. Buy. Or why not both? Easy clap. This is an ad. Buy it. I mean, I don't know. Finish the build first, please. Oh, thanks. Thanks, One Drug, man. Didn't know that I should probably finish the build first. Have you tried the Zambu stabies? Not the new ones, no. I tried the prototype ones and they're pretty nice. I haven't tried the revised stabies, but the prototype ones were pretty good. So I imagine that the new ones are gonna be nicer. I mean, the revised prototypes. I mean, they're production units now. Actually, the revised units probably should be nice. They should have fixed all the problems that they initially had. Which were not many problems, really. They're just like deciding on the material, and they're trying to also nail down like a few small things. And yeah, but I have not tried the new ones. I definitely will be picking some up from Canon Keys when they're available. I'll buy both if I can afford both. I can only get one. Time to flip a coin, I guess. Time to flip a coin, my friend. Also, hi Jay, how are you? I hope you've had a good Saturday, and I hope you're doing well. Nice to see you. There definitely have been a large number of TKOs as of late. I have to say, if I were in people's position, I would also be very torn. But I currently am not in a position to be spending lots of money. So I have, even if tempting, I have not entered any group buys for keyboards as of late because it's just... Well, I entered dollars, but that was the last thing. And it was very expensive. So, no more money spending for me. Time to save. Time to save. What's your favorite keyboard of all time? Ah, that's a hard question. I like so many keyboards. There's so many keyboards I like. I mentioned many of them. I like Juby, Thermal, I like the 356 Mini, I like HHKB, Real Force, JV2, Salvation, I like it a lot. I like the Hyphen that I built before. I like duckboards, so I like the Blackbird layout a lot, so I like the Blackbird. But yeah, favorite boards of all time though, it's like I can't pick one. It's so hard to pick one. Too hard to pick one. Alright, so what keycaps are we putting on Miss 10 Peaches? Are you here? I actually don't remember what you picked at the end. CRP, Denim. How about we just try both? Y'all have time? I have time. It's 11 p.m. It's not that bad. I have time. We can do PBT CRP, and we can do Denim for GMK. How about that? Good? Oh, did I put Denim on a different board? Where did I put Denim? Let me go look for Denim. I actually don't know where I put it. BRB. I put Denim somewhere else. Lost my jeans. P-Wade ate them. Sorry, P-Wade, I love you. I'll be right back. Alright, we back, my friends. Hope the pause wasn't too long. So I remembered I put Denim on my Equinox. But do you review this one unlike the XL? Fortunately, this one, no, I don't have to. Well, I actually did a build stream for Mr. Poner's Equinox before. But back then, I think I was a simpler man. People did not demand me for opinions, I think. That's a really good combo? Yeah, it's really nice, right? Long shift, short shift. Not short shift. What switches? These are alpacas, yeah. Alpaca switches. Yeah, these are alpacas. I also brought CRP, Red Cyrillic. So we'll be trying both. Again, we'll be getting to try both. Do you like the sound of GMK or CRP more? Ooh, I like both a lot, honestly. I think sometimes the boards just vary. Sometimes some boards sound really nice with GMK, like ABS double shot. And sometimes some boards just sound a little better with PBT. I kind of feel like you just have to, if you have both, try both. But if you don't like, and like if you just have one of the two and you try it and you like it, just kind of stay that way. I feel like ignorance is bliss. Oops, the W is one shifted over. But yeah, do you break in the Hyperlight Blast before lubing them? These were pretty smooth, so I don't do any. I am too lazy to break in switches personally. I just kind of go ahead and lube them, but these were actually pretty smooth. Like the retooled MX Blacks or whatever that Beaming Robot sent me, so we're using those. What keycap set might be the most Bauhaus? No clue, my friend. No clue. Did I just misplace the shift key? I did. Where'd it go? Did I drop it? Okay, it's over. There's another one over there, but oh, weird. It's on the Equinox? I thought I took one out. Oh, you were right. It was caught. It got caught in the It got caught in the thing. Hello there, Diego. How did your Saturday go? It went well. Thank you so much for asking. It was a good Saturday. Just had brunch with a friend and then did some work. Yeah, not much. Today was pretty chill. Pretty chill Saturday. Let's step bro cut. Yes, absolutely. Just like that, my friend. Alright. Let's pick some artisanal keycaps. Look what I won! Boom! Monokei collab, baby. Let's go. Rig? Hey! I don't know what I'm feeling. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that looks good. That looks sweet. Yeah, boy. So lit. That's actually pretty damn lit. Oh man, damn. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Can you weigh it? Sure. I already weighed it, right? I already weighed it. I mean, oh, I guess it didn't have switches and plastic, but sure, I mean. I'll just weigh it now quickly before I forgot. All built. Weighs 2.664 kilograms, which in freedom units is 5 pounds and 14 ounces. So it's just 14 ounces for keycaps and switches. And little cones of solder. Oh, and stabilizers. Oh, and PCB, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This is why we sent it to you, Diego. We just want to see your artisan CVH. Why, thank you. Alright, let's get a typing test going. Is that too close, maybe? Maybe it's too close. Like that way. That USB protrusion is a little distracting. I kind of personally agree, but it's a design choice in the end. Also, let me switch over the mic settings. Alright. 180 words per minute? Excuse me? I can't type that fast. I'm way slower than that. Alright. One Huey away. Let's turn this off. Let's have a Haichu with good luck for good luck. Music, I know. Haichu first, and then some water, and then we type. God damn. I gotta dope myself, you feel? Ah! Alright. This is GMK Denim. got splashed with unknown liquid. It's just water. Alright. We ready for this today? Let's see. Alright. Let's try it out. Alright, so tonight we have a Monokei collab hand engineering design keyboard called the Kage. It's in silver with a silver aluminum plate. This has retooled MX blacks or cherry MX blacks just for general purposes. They're looped with Krytox 25 grade 0 and have 55 gram springs and regular size TX films, 0.15 millimeter ones. And yeah, that's about it. Let's try it out. We have a GMK Denim and a couple artisans by Bludgeon Caps and Hello Caps. This is tiny PCB. I think it should. I think they said they would. All right. Oh, I choked a little bit there. 125. Not too bad, not too good. No foam, no foam, no foam. We don't do that here. No foam. No foam, gang. I mean, whatever. Yeah. Sounds pretty nice, doesn't it? It really does. It sounds pretty nice. Well, has that classic cherry mix black sound. Metal rectangle sound. Sounds like a keyboard indeed. Does sound like a keyboard. Sounds like Cloudline, does it? Sounds a little different to me. Let's see. Prefer the sound of the PC Kage to be entirely honest. I actually don't remember how it sounded like in comparison. How's it flex? Typing feel? Typing feel is top mount soft. I don't know how to describe that, but top mount soft is a description of it's top mount, so it's fairly rigid, but it's soft in the sense that it's not unpleasant. So it's nice. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. Cloudline or Kage? I think I don't know, actually. Let me think about it. I personally am more of the aesthetic of the Cloudline personally, but this also types and feels and looks great. Yeah. I know that Justin's here. I know that Lewis is here. I don't care. My opinion is that I like the Cloudline design a lot because it's very pretty. I liked all the little details. But the Kage also looks and feels great. Anyway, let's try it again. Here we go. Curious, did this feel softer or was Kikuichimonji softer or same? About the same. I think about the same. Yeah. Let's give it a shot. Whoa, what the fuck? Alright. So that's what it sounds like. Compared to KFE or Jane, how's the typing feel? I mean, they're all pretty nice keywords, to be honest. I do have a regular KFE though, if you want to check it out, although it has a different configuration. Is Louis in chat? I have a bone to pick on his concentric radiuses. Oh, of course. Mr. Hate, how are you doing? Concentric circles. Ah, man, those discussions were fun. Anyway, here are the mods and the alphas and the rest of the keys. As an artisan. Yo, Byron, sheesh! Thank you so much for the resub for 2 months. So how do you like the sound and feel? I like it. But it's pretty classic top mount feel. So I've experienced it before. Glad this thing comes with a PC plate standard. Also got the alu though. Yeah, try both. Why not? Yeah. Just reading chat, sorry. Anyway. Monster Mom, thank you so much for the 1 month sub. Thank you, thank you. Oh yeah, CRP time. Thank you for the reminder. Wish you got the chance to try the SE version. True. True. Would certainly have been nice, but can't ask for too much. Actually, let's unplug it. Anything you would change about it? Yeah, I personally don't like the protrusion, but that's just me. But the rest of the board, like, it's pretty typical top mount. Actually, yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of, it's not flexy, I would say, because it's a full alu plate and you do have to press pretty hard to even feel like it's moving a lot. It's like pretty standard top mount. The good thing is not, it doesn't have like the sound is pretty nice. It's just solid. I don't know, I think this is pretty nice, pretty pleasant to me. Yeah, no. Like, none of the sound is unpleasant. So it's pretty nice. If you're strong enough, every board is flexy. Yeah, you can bend it in half if you would like to. Does it feel even? Yeah, I mean, yeah. It doesn't feel off. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, no. It doesn't feel off. Kage or KFE? Ooh, well, I love the look of the KFE, so I personally am a little biased towards the KFE, but the Kage does look nice. I do really like the front lip of the Kage though. This nice fillet is pretty classic and very nice. But yeah. Anyway, CRP time, right? Will you rebuild it with PC plate? No, because I don't have a PC plate to rebuild it with. And the bongle's tight as fuck. Okay. Oh, actually no, not really. KFE's higher pitched. Yeah, so I have my KFE built with polycarb plate and MX Blacks, and yeah, it definitely is higher pitched than this. Although I have like PBT caps on it, so. You get to keep the board? No. I'll play music. Skip it. Oh yeah, I do like the ratio between the bezels. That's something I do like. The sides are a little slightly thinner than the top and the bottom, so that's pretty nice. I do like that. I actually prefer, yeah, I think on the TKL especially, I do like sides that are thinner than the top and the bottom bezels. Kind of classic look. Although I know that the KV has even bezels, but the Koala, like, you know, that look has been, like, I've seen it so many times that I got used to it, and I do like it. I mean, obviously the KFE, the Koala, right? It's like, it's all about that side profile, that low angle side profile. I think that part is the best part about the Koala, is that the low angle, that pleasant low angle typing with the side curve. That looks so nice. Yeah. I'm gonna turn on the fan, it's a little hot in here. Yo, Huey! Hello! How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the raid. What's up, buddy? The K and KFE does stand for Koala. Yeah, yeah. Yo, doing good. Just finished my KR2. Oh, nice. How's your K? How do you like it? How do you like your K? Oh, Nebulan, hello. How are you? Good to see you. This one's kind of tight. It went well. Says Quappa. Were you watching Kiwi as well? Hand pulling over keycap puller? Yeah, sometimes it just works better. It's just faster. How does this compare to the frog? Oh, I actually don't have a frog, or haven't tried the frog. I actually have not tried a frog, personally, so I don't have an opinion about the frog. Sorry. No one has sent a frog, so I haven't tried the frog. Someone send me a frog, and I'll try a frog. Also, well, not for free though. As in, like, yeah. Alright. That's when you just buy a frog? If I were to buy a frog, I would have bought a Cloudline. Because I really did like the Cloudline design. Plenty of people, they don't like their frogs, so they drop them for not much more than retail plus shipping on Reddit. Yeah, I would pretty much just buy it for retail, but I haven't. I guess I just don't want to spend money right now. That's all. Oops. These go. German layout stuff. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh, for reference, thank you. Oh, no. Oh. What was that? Toodle! Thank you so much for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you. Is CRP supposed to look like 9009? Yes. It's classic beige. This is exactly how it's supposed to look. 9009 has icon mods though, normally. Beige on silver never lost though. Beige on silver never lost. Oh, where's my up arrow? Oh, yeah, it's in the... Thanks for answering questions for me, guys. I appreciate it. Really appreciate that. Alrighty, let's see. It's a little too early for Christmas. Can you use the lucette, please? I don't like it with this. Doesn't fit so well. Red Togepi. I also have these guys. Ooh! No. Never too early for Christmas? Alright, never too early for Christmas. Actually, let's switch it up. You know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. I have an idea. I think I want this guy here. And this guy over here. Never too early for Christmas. Oh, the Pilgrim. Pilgrim could go. No, I think I'm gonna put white on black with this guy, or something like that. What Red Cyrillic would look litty with this guy. Yeah, this is it. This is it, my friends. Oh wait. What artisan case are those? So this one, this case is the CC box round 2, and this is the Hate box round 1, or V1 rather. All right. Get some water first. Scary. Okay. All right. Let's get it. Oh. All right. So now we have CRP keycaps on this bad boy. And yep, same MX blacks. Allo plate. Allo case. Here we go. Why is this backspace so tight? What the hell? Hold on. This backspace is weird. I think it's too tightly placed on there. Wow, goddamn. Here's the CRP backspace, man. It's so annoying. Apologies. Oh. Apologies for that. Damn CRP backspace. Too tight. I don't know why. Even R4 still kind of weird. I don't know. Yeah, this backspace is kind of weird. Oh well, have to live with a shitty backspace. We'll live with a shitty backspace and try it again. Okay, sorry about that. Maybe I'll get a backspace from a different CRP set. Just don't make mistakes. I know. Yeah. Actually, yeah. I should have backspace from here. This should work. Much better. Oh well, I guess I have one shitty backspace. Time to only use split backspace with that CRP set. Yeah. Time to split BS with that R4 set that I got. Or yeah. Let's give it a shot. Why is it messed up? Because of warping? Yeah, probably. A little banana. Yeah, it's pretty banana actually. Oh, it's not focusing, but yeah. Pretty banana. Alright. Let's try one more shot. Sorry about the little mess up earlier. Alright. Time to get some hot water. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try it actually. Alright, so that's what it sounds like. PBT does sound nice. I personally, ooh, I don't know. I think I like the sound of PBT a little more, but I think it's just case by case. Every board is different. Every board you just kind of have to try it to know. But I think PBT sounds nice on this. Would more decimats reduce the death noise? Yes. How many decimats do you have? 4. 4. I have 4 decimats on the desk right now. All right. Here are the mods again. So that's what it do be sounding like. Can you see the side profile? Oh yeah, sure. Oh, so we already picked the set, so no more key sets. Well, KB. No KB. All right. Will the USB port be recessed? No. It'll be it's exactly the way it is here, which is not quite recessed. It's actually kind of sticking out. Oh well. That's where it is. That's where the USB port is. Oh yeah. All right, JD, time to move to your corner. There you go. All right, so let's check it out. That's a lot of USB, not gonna lie. It's universal. So yes, it is a lot of USB. All right, here's the top. Looks pretty nice, right? I like that front lip. Pretty cool. Rounded corners, as you can see. Blockers have straight edges. There is the side. R5, baby. Look at that R5. Every key set should have R5. Please, GMK set designers, R5 please. More R5. I need more R5 in my life. Look at that R5. Slaps so hard. R5. Here's the back. Look how it reflects the light. R5 looks a bit weird next to spacebar. I don't care. Spacebar is its own profile anyway. Spacebar doesn't have a profile. Spacebar is just spacebar. People are mistaken to think the spacebar is R4 or R5. It's neither. One more time with the R5. Right up, sir. Right up. Oh. No, it's better on the other side. It's much better on the other side. Oh. Whoo, baby. All right. I wonder if the other color options will show as much of the side profile like the silver. It definitely is true that silver makes it very notable because of all the reflection from the light and stuff too. Nice poppy board sound, I agree. It's very nice. Very, very nice sound for PBT. I actually, yeah, think definitely like the PBT sound more on this one with the MX Blacks. Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. So I think I'm gonna put a typing sounds on YouTube later. Probably gonna do it with this set because I don't want to do two, but I want to do one. I think the PBT is the one. It sounds pretty good. Not to mention I just have to take off this set if I will have to do something else. So I'll just refer people to the stream. If you have to listen to GMK, check out the stream VOD. Yeah. What do you think overall? Alu or PC plate better for cherries? Try both, but honestly, I prefer Alu, but there are people who like polycarbonate, but I do like Alu a lot. It's hot. Yep. What do you think would be better for MX Browns on a KFE CE, PC or Alu plate? Try Alu plate. I'm kind of curious. I think it would be neat to try Alu plate with that, with MX Browns. France Tio, hello. How are you? MX PogChamps or SP Star? What? Huh? USB-C port is on the right? Yes, it is on the right. Just tuned in, no worries. No worries. Let's see, do we have any last minute things? Or nah? If nobody has any more questions, I think I'll probably end stream soon, shortly. So in your opinion, cop or not? I say, if you're looking for a TKL, or F13 TKL to be specific, it does look very nice. I mean, if you're into the curves, if you're into this particular type of curve, side profile, whatever, you know, the look of this board, if you're into this look, get it. It's a nice look. It sounds pretty nice, in my opinion. It sounded really good with the Lube plate. I think Nathan did polycarb. If you like both, then it means you'll probably like either. So, yeah. I'll say yeah, if you're looking for a board just like this, you know, like if you're looking for a TKL specifically, it's one option. It pretty much is close to unlimited group buy, right? It's like human limit, but I'll say cop if, yeah, if you're into it. I personally am not getting one because I don't want to spend money. Just I'm trying to save. That's all. Yeah. I would say I'm personally not a big fan of the protrusion of the USB port, but that said, it's a minor detail. I believe the actual production units will have a cutout for bump-ons, but is that true? I don't know. Maybe the bump-ons will be just like this, but do check with Lewis. Maybe Lewis knows. I don't know. Do you like beige with E-white better or gray-black? Why not silver? Do beige with silver. E-white, I would do like white set, like Modern Jaw. Wait, is it Modern Jaw? Yeah, Modern Jaw. Wait, yeah, Modern Jaw is black and white, right? Or was it Simple Jaw? It was Simple Jaw. Well, anyway, that one, the white and black one, or the Gawk EPVT sets are also very nice. Those are also very nice with E-white. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got confused too. Any flex on the keys around the USB port? No. Are you saying like, oh, is my USB port gonna break because I totally stomped on the print screen key? No, that's not gonna happen. People who are worried about that that's a silly worry to have. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. It's not gonna happen. What are you doing? Like actually stomping on it? Like are you jumping on your print screen key? It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Way too blue. You're welcome. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. But yeah. I'm jumping on my print screen key, what do you mean? No, yeah, I like how this sounds actually. It's a pretty nice sound. Wish Monokei had a red colorway. Ooh, red would be pretty nice with this. Yeah. Is it too much work compared with GMK spacebar? I mean, I can do just the spacebar. Or you can just turn back the clock and go to the VOD. Right now, you can just click on videos. And you can go back and listen to the GMK portion. It will take you like 1 minute to search it. But, yeah. Maybe you just want to listen to the spacebar. Oh, shit. Fuck. Ah! Why is it doing that? That versus... ABS, once again. Oops. Versus this guy, CRP. Yeah. GMK wear more poppy? Yeah, I would say so too. Can I try it with these nuts next? Alright. Just kidding. How's the typing feel compared to Jane? It's pretty good. Types really nicely. Jane is also a very nice keyboard though. They're kind of different, but I'll say both are very nice. Overall thoughts on Kage? Pretty nice board. Personally think that the curves on the board are pretty slick, to be honest. That if you're into the aesthetic, you should consider it. Overall, nice board. Sounds good. Doesn't have typing feel, comfortable. Typing angle, pretty good as well. I think it's comfortable typing angle. Looks good with keycaps on. Blockers, when keyless blockers, very Pogger champion. F13, not my preference. I do prefer F12. USB protrusion, again, not my preference, but it's there. It's a little design detail that you will have to learn to appreciate if you want the keyboard. Front lip, I like. Bezels, I like. Yeah, I like the bezels. Not too thick, not too thin. Slightly thicker on the top than on the sides. And yeah. The bump on moved again. Oh, it did? It did? Where? Looks the same. Did it move? Maybe it did. Gandalf the Great Ass might be smoking some grass. Imagining things. Streamer, is this Squid Game board how to buy? You must be invited to play the game, first of all. You'll receive a card. It'll be kind of cardboard colored. It'll have 3 geometric figures on it, and it'll have a phone number in the back, and you'll have to call. Anyway. lick the weight? No. Alright, well, that's all I have for tonight, folks. Thank you so much again for coming by. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate all the viewership tonight. Really thankful to Lewis and Beaming Robot, Caleb, who were very happy to share this with me, for me to get to build it. Pretty cool board. Good luck trying to make your color choices or your financially irresponsible potentially choices. Please don't be financially irresponsible if possible. If you can't afford it 3 times over, don't do it. Because, yeah. Don't be irresponsible. Don't jeopardize yourself financially over just a keyboard. I love you. I love you too, hello Caps. Justin, you're welcome. Thanks for coming by. Also, Jeff Leopard, thank you so much for gifting us up to Hello Caps. Alright, let's go look for someone to raid. We currently have... Oh, I don't see many keyboard people active right now. Oh, it's a quiet day for keyboards today. We have Switch Doctor AU. There's a Shallow Lake from... I don't know where we're from, actually. They're doing a Keychron Q1 build. Hammer Brother is doing a 40% Ristretto columnar staggered keyboard. There's the last Chada doing a KBD75 V3.1. And King Salomon doing an Ikki 68 Mizu edition. Nihon Jam doing a Gawk 7V. Anybody you'd like me to raid? How's the new PC, by the way? Oh, I love it. Ryotaro, I love the PC. It's been A+. It's been great. I've been loving it a lot. Bummer I just got here. You can always look at the stream video right now on my Twitch. Go to my channel, go under videos, and you'll be able to find the VOD. And then I'll put it on YouTube. I'll be unpublishing on Twitch, so you'll find it on YouTube after it's published on YouTube. Yeah. Nihon Jam, let's go raid Nihon Jam. Why not? I've seen him in this channel, or them. Actually, I don't know. But yeah, let's raid Nihon Jam. Nihon Jam. All right. What should we write for Nihon Jam? Nihon Jam. I'll say, please. Actually, let's see. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, tell us a keyboard joke in Nihongo. Japanese. Miyago Uwu. That's the raid message for Mr. They. I'm not sure actually. I should not assume. But Nihon Jam. Let's go raid Nihon Jam. They're building a 7V right now. And yeah, I assume they also speak Japanese because they are named Nihon Jam and they have a lot of Japanese on their description. So, thank you again for stopping by, friends. I appreciate the company. Next build, I think, will be a Keycult number 1 revision 2 TKL. So we'll be doing that on the next stream. I'll see you guys then. It was good. Have a good night. Alright, take it easy everyone. Have a good one.